The screech of ambulance sirens pierces the humid Miami air as military vehicles race toward Mercy General Hospital. Inside, a man lies unconscious, his body trembling from sedatives forced into his system. What happened in that emergency room will expose a dark truth about how America treats its heroes. This is the story of Samuel Rodriguez, a veteran whose cry for help became a battle for dignity that would change everything. Samuel Rodriguez clutches his chest as he stumbles through the automatic doors of Mercy General's emergency room. At 52, the Afghanistan veteran carries invisible wounds that cut deeper than any shrapnel ever could. His hands shake uncontrollably, sweat beads on his forehead, and his breathing comes in sharp, desperate gasps. "I need help," Sam whispers to the triage nurse, his voice barely audible above the chaos of the busy emergency room. "Something's wrong. My heart. I can't breathe." The nurse glances at his worn military jacket and weathered appearance, then types something into her computer with obvious disinterest. "Take a seat. Someone will be with you." Hours pass. Sam's condition worsens as memories of Kabul flash through his mind like lightning strikes. The sound of helicopters outside triggers something primal within him. He begins to hyperventilate, his body convulsing as post-traumatic stress overwhelms his system. Dr. Richard Pemberton strides into the waiting area, his expensive suit and polished demeanor reflecting his sense of superiority. He's built his reputation on efficiency and has little patience for what he considers time wasters. "What's the situation?" Pemberton asks the nurse, not bothering to look at Sam directly. "Military guy, complaining of chest pain and breathing problems. Been here 3 hours. Pemberton's expression hardens. "Another one looking for his fix. They all claim PTSD when they want pain medication." Sam overhears and tries to stand, his legs giving way beneath him. "Doctor, please. I served my country. I just need help." "Help?" Pemberton's voice drips with contempt. "You need to get a job and stop living off taxpayer money." "Security." As Sam collapses to the floor, his body seizing from a full panic attack, Pemberton orders him sedated and restrained. The veteran's cries for his sister Lisa echo through the emergency room as consciousness fades from his eyes. In the darkness of sedation, Sam's fingers manage to find his phone. With tremendous effort, he dials the one person who understands his pain, his sister Lisa, a major in the Army Medical Corps stationed at Walter Reed. "Lisa." Sam's voice is barely a whisper when she answers. "I'm at Mercy General in Miami. They think I'm faking. The doctor called me a fraud." Major Lisa Rodriguez has seen too many of her fellow soldiers broken by battles both foreign and domestic. Her brother's call ignites something fierce within her professional soul. "Sam, listen to me. You're going to be okay. I'm coming." Within 30 minutes, Lisa has assembled a team of military medical professionals. As a specialist in combat trauma, she knows the system's failures intimately. Her brother's humiliation represents every veteran who has been dismissed, ignored, or treated as less than human by those who should heal. The convoy of military vehicles that arrives at Mercy General isn't just transportation, it's a statement. Lisa steps out in full uniform, her chest adorned with ribbons that tell stories of service most civilians will never comprehend. "I'm Major Rodriguez, and I'm here to evaluate your treatment protocols for veterans," Lisa announces as she enters the emergency room with her medical team. Dr. Pemberton emerges from his office, his arrogance intact despite the unusual circumstances. "I don't know what kind of show you're putting on, but this is a civilian hospital. You have no authority here." "Actually, doctor, when it comes to the medical care of our nation's veterans, we have every authority." Lisa's voice remains steady, professional, but her eyes burn with controlled fury. "Where is Samuel Rodriguez?" "Your brother is a drug seeker who disrupted my emergency room," Pemberton replies dismissively. "He's been properly sedated." Lisa's team begins documenting everything: the restraints, the excessive sedation, the dismissive treatment notes and Sam's chart. Each piece of evidence builds a case that will have serious consequences. "Dr. Pemberton," Lisa says, her voice carrying the weight of military authority, "Samuel Rodriguez served 3 tours in Afghanistan. He earned a Purple Heart after saving 6 soldiers from an IED explosion. The trauma he experiences is real, documented, and deserving of respect." For the first time, uncertainty flickers across Pemberton's face. The military personnel surrounding him, their uniforms crisp and their purpose clear, make him realize this situation has escalated beyond his control. "You will release my brother immediately and provide him with appropriate care," Lisa continues. "Furthermore, this incident will be reported to the State Medical Board and the Veterans Affairs Inspector General." 2 weeks later, Dr. Pemberton sits in his empty office, packing personal items into cardboard boxes. His medical license has been suspended pending investigation, and his reputation lies in ruins. The hospital administration, facing potential lawsuits and federal scrutiny, has terminated his employment. His phone buzzes with a text from his ex-wife. Michael has been deployed to Syria. He starts combat duty next month. Pemberton's hands tremble as he reads the message. Michael, his 23-year-old son who enlisted against his father's wishes, is heading heading into the same kind of hell that created veterans like Samuel Rodriguez. For the first time, Pemberton imagines his son returning home changed, traumatized, seeking help from doctors who might dismiss him as a fraud or drug seeker. The thought shatters something deep within his chest. That evening, Pemberton drives to the VA hospital, where Sam is now receiving proper treatment. He finds the veteran in the garden, talking quietly with other patients who share similar invisible wounds. Mr. Rodriguez, Pemberton approaches hesitantly. "May I speak with you?" Sam looks up, his eyes still carrying pain but also a dignity that was never truly broken. "What do you want, Doc?" "I want to apologize. And I want to understand." 1 year later, Dr. Richard Pemberton stands before a classroom of medical students at the University of Miami, but his appearance has changed dramatically. Gone is the arrogance, replaced by humility earned through profound personal transformation. "Today we're going to discuss something I failed to understand for most of my career," he begins. "The invisible wounds carried by our nation's veterans." His son Michael sits in the front row, recently returned from deployment, his own eyes carrying new shadows that his father now recognizes and respects. Pemberton has spent the past year volunteering at VA hospitals, studying military medicine, and learning from specialists like Major Lisa Rodriguez. His medical license, conditionally restored, now serves a different purpose entirely. "I once believed that strength meant dismissing pain," Pemberton continues. "I've learned that true strength means having the courage to heal it." In the back of the classroom, Samuel Rodriguez sits quietly, now serving as a patient advocate. His presence isn't about forgiveness, it's about ensuring that no other veteran faces the humiliation he endured. After class, father and son walk together across campus. Michael's slight limp, a souvenir from an IED blast in Damascus, doesn't slow their pace. "Dad," Michael says quietly, "thank you for understanding now what you couldn't understand before." Pemberton places his hand on his son's shoulder. "Some lessons come at a terrible price, but they're worth learning if they help us serve others better." The story of Samuel Rodriguez and Dr. Pemberton becomes a case study in medical schools across the country, reminding future doctors that healing requires not just knowledge, but compassion, respect, and the recognition that every patient carries a story worth understanding. If you've been moved by Samuel's journey or know someone who has faced similar challenges, share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters in changing how we treat our veterans. Subscribe to our channel for more stories that highlight the courage, sacrifice, and resilience of those who serve our country. Together, we can ensure that every veteran receives the dignity and care they've earned through their service. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that could change how you see the world around you.